All right, so what kind of images can we use to kind of spice up our emails, right? The very first thing I want to say is that, of course, keep it on point for your brand. I think this generally goes without saying, but it's probably important to say, kind of like using a bait and switch headline or a subject line. You wouldn't want to lead someone in with, some sort of an image that doesn't accurately portray the brand. So I'm sure there's exceptions, as always, to this rule. You can have fun with things, make jokes. Just be careful. Like in this case, let's say, okay, is this appropriate for the brand? It is, but maybe having someone in the bikini next to the pool for a different brand wouldn't make sense. So as always, just like writing to a brand, understand your audience a little bit. Make sure you understand what's going on there. So real quick, before we get into this, I'm Adam Moody with Oasis Optimization. If you have questions or want to talk about or get help with your email marketing for your e-commerce store, head over to oasisoptimization.com. You can also check out all of the videos I have here or visit the site oasisoptimization.com. Now, pulled this one up as a good example of, what images can kind of bring to this and what we want to do with them. In general, of course, you want them to, like I said at the beginning of the video, to match the brand. If you can, match the colors, but also standing out. There needs to be a reason for them to be there. And one of the, again, more important ones is making sure that they're as high quality as you can possibly get. All right, if you're a store owner, that means putting some time and effort into taking good pictures. Okay, and I've worked with people across the spectrum. Some people have professional photographers come in. For some people, it's their iPhone and, just trying to get a good light. And it doesn't matter so long as the results are good. Okay, I think we can all recognize when we see a good picture and then something that may not look that good. And you just do the best you can for where your brand's at, your time available, your budget, and go from there. But in all cases, right, you want to try to make them as clear as possible. Make sure that your products or subjects are being portrayed in a good light, usually literally. Okay. And then going from there, you can use them in conjunction like this. This is a lot of times where we could have left this out. You could just have this, lemongrass and citrus glazed salmon with seasonal vegetables and have a quick description. It's very easy to read, but having that there, right, immediately, especially with food, I can actually feel myself starting to salivate a little bit, get hungry. I like salmon. I see the picture and that triggers something. So especially for food, beverage industry, this is wonderful. I mean, for any product, it's going to work if you have great shots, but for food and beverage, really important. So having that in there, and this is great. People can immediately see if it's appealing or not. Do I want this? Is this something I would want to eat? And I could look at that picture and don't necessarily need to read the description, but you have it there in case they want to know exactly what it is, and then, having a good call to action. So let's hop over here to another one. This is kind of fun. Sometimes depicting some motion here can also work, right? With the workout or, chalking up the hands in this case. And it works in place of kind of a GIF. I like it. In the case of it goes with the brand. It's talking about movement. It's clearly showing people being active. And then from there, you can also use things like a GIF. If you had a picture of someone working out or maybe somebody showing the food, something like that, just thinking of these ways that you could take these up a notch. So lots of ways you can use the images, but just remember to get the most out of it. Make sure you have the best image you can. Make sure it matches, of course, what you're talking about, and then it then matches the brand, matches kind of what's going on around it. So it doesn't need to be, you don't need to spend tens of thousands of dollars for images, but do what you can within your budget to make them clear, make them high quality images, and then to rotate through so you're not showing the same thing. And remember too, it could just be a different, you could take 10 different images of the same product, different angles. You could take some videos. You could do all this. You can be using it on social media, on blog posts, and in emails. And it's not like you can't ever reuse them. You certainly can, but maybe you don't want to show the same image for, years at a time. Switch it up a little bit. So anyways, if you found this helpful and you would like help with your email marketing for your e-commerce store, you can reach out to me at oasisoptimization.com.